Hi guys, welcome to another pick a card. My name is Johanna. Welcome to Tenacious Soul. We are going to see what is going on for the rest of 2022 for you guys. So this is just going to be general messages. I'll try to kind of touch on different areas of life, but we'll see what the cards come out with. Sometimes I can't stray too far from what they say. It's just not there sometimes. So you can check out multiple piles if you're looking at different areas. Again, I don't know what's coming up, so you'll have to kind of see. But we have 3 piles for today. Timestamps will be down below for you. We have pile number 1 with this black obsidian triangle here, pyramid. We have pile number 2 with this heart crystal. And then we have pile number 3 with this moon crystal. So take your time to intuitively choose. I've pulled out all the cards. And whenever you're ready, I will see you down below in your reading. At pile number 1, if you chose this pile, you chose the obsidian pyramid crystal. This is going to be your reading for what you need to know for the rest of 2022. What's coming up for you guys. So I have pulled Oracle and Tarot. I am going to actually I pulled an animal oracle here, and I'm going to pull those in the tarot first, and then we'll see what the oracles have. So your overall energy, we have the fox energy. So the fox talks about kind of being like it's a spiritual animal, definitely, but it's kind of a little mystical. It also is a very smart animal. So it kind of reminds me of like strategy or strategic type energy. And it definitely can be either a teacher or someone who is just very wise or skilled at what they do. They just kind of have this like energy about them. I don't know if you've ever depending on where you live, I guess, how often you would maybe see a fox, but I know around here where I am, it's like when I see a fox, there's just something kind of like, I don't know, there's something like sneaky but kind of majestic about them, but not sneaky in a bad way. It's just kind of like their energy, right? It's like they're always up to something. They're always strategizing and planning their next move, right? And the other thing with this energy is that with regards to relationships, the fox can be a very committed relationship energy. Foxes mate for a long period of time, so they kind of like stay together. And so it can be indicative of a relationship that can be lasting a little bit more long term, if that's what you're looking for, or maybe you're already in a relationship that could be lasting a longer period of time, or just like progressing to the next level. It just feels like committed energy. Now, with that being said, some of you as well, like this could be indicating that like someone could be strategizing how to be in a long-term relationship with you, or how to like move things further. Like it feels like there's somebody who's like maybe trying to progress your current state of the relationship to something more long-term. So let's see what we have. We have the 3 of Swords. We have the Sun. We have the 2 of Cups. There's that love situation. We have the Ace of Wands, we have Justice, and we have the Empress. How do I want to do this? Maybe we'll do it this way. Okay, so definitely I see partnership here, Justice and the 2 of Cups. It feels like if you've gone through anything challenging, 3 of Swords, things are going to be improving with the Sun here. It almost feels like there's a sense of healing. There's this new spark, this new inspiration that is kind of like coming to, I don't know, it's like coming in and it's rebalancing things for you. Again, like 3 of Swords, Justice, it's like there's this reharmonizing, rebalancing of your life, your emotional life. And it's almost like there's a lot of strong Libra here. 3 of Swords is Libra, Justice is Libra, Empress is Libra, and Taurus. We have Leo here, Cancer, and then just like fire signs with the Ace of Wands. So it just kind of feels like there's kind of this like spark being ignited. Even the Sun and the Ace of Wands, there's a spark being ignited. Now there's there could be a spark being ignited between you and another person. For some of you, I feel like this person is brand new. Again, this is like something that you would enter a legitimate partnership with this person. This is not, it doesn't really feel like a fling. It could, for some of you with this Ace of Wands, start out as a fling. You may even meet them in the summertime. But I feel like by the time we get to the fall, it's like kind of grounding a little bit more, like the relationship grounds a little bit more as we enter the fall and go into like winter, like Libra season's like October roughly. So it feels like, again, there's kind of this like progression from a relationship standpoint. And I feel like even with this Libra energy, there's kind of this feeling of, again, it's like a little bit of strategy kind of with this Fox energy, where it's like, how do we get this relationship to ground, or how do I like progress? Like this person definitely sees you with the Empress here, like they see you as like a long-term partner. So this is somebody who's like thinking about commitment regardless of like your situation. Now if you're already in a relationship, I feel like it could go to the next level. Like this person's wanting to like reignite this connection in a way where it's like maybe you've gone through some struggles together, but it's like things are going to get better. They may like do something to kind of re-spark. You know when people kind of get like, it's not called like remarried, but you know what I mean? Like they say their vows again or whatever. It could be something like that. But this would be someone who you're like happily in a relationship. I don't really feel like there's a breakup unless you're leaving something that you've already like left behind. You know, like this Three of Swords could be old energy, but I feel like it's like you're coming out of that, and there's really, really positive energy here with this Empress being the final card. Now, outside of love, I feel like you've learned a lesson here in life. Something maybe didn't work out for you, but I feel like things are, again, improving. It's like the same sort of energy, but it's with regards to just like your career or your life. There could be some sort of a partnership though that it just still feels like there's another person or a partnership here. You may have like a new creative project and start it with another person or another, you know, a company, or you're like partnering or collaborating with someone that kind of helps get this off of the ground. It's like a new idea that you have. And again, I feel like the same sort of thing, it would start in summer. And I feel like it's something definitely with the Empress here, it could definitely make you a lot of money, but I also feel like it's something that'll really grow. It'll really nurture. I feel like you'll get a lot of attention on it as well. Like people will be very attracted to whatever this is that you have or that you're offering or that you're working on. Like people, even if it's like something that you don't sell, you could be somehow showcasing it. Like let's say it's art, but you don't sell pieces. Like you're just like making art, but maybe you have like people who, I don't know, come to your house and they see it and they just like are so blown away by it. It's something like that, you know what I mean? So even if it's something creative that you're doing, like it could be pottery or something like that, where it's like you're doing something that is attractive to people. Like they, even if they can't purchase it themselves, they might ask you if they can purchase it, but even if they can't, you know, buy it, or it's still something people are just like mesmerized by, like, I can't believe you did that. Like you did that? So there's something here that creatively, I do feel like there's kind of this spark, or even like business-wise, there's this spark, this idea that I do feel like actually materializes through the end of the year. Like by the end of the year, it could be really, it starts out as an idea. I feel like you maybe need another person to help you with this somehow. And it really starts to take off by the end of the year. So again, I'm not sure what that is, but it looks good in that regard. So let's see what some of these other oracles are. We have conjunction with empowerment. Yeah, so conjunction kind of like it enhances the energy. And again, I'm almost getting like conjunction. So conjunction is when two planets are like within a really close degrees of each other. They're very, very close. So again, I'm getting like you and another person are conjuncting or coming together, and you're like on the same page, you're side by side, and it's empowering the both of you. Sorry for my dog. It empowers the both of you to actually strengthens this, whatever this Ace of Wands is, it strengthens because the two of you are on the same page. Okay, so it's like the two of you joining forces like activates this even further. Okay, so I like that. That's really good energy. Again, whether it's relationship or not, this is like definitely a situation that I feel like is improving in a very positive way. We have Seraphim's Gateway, voice activation, angelic attunement, and divine support. So this is giving me this, like, if you're in this space right now, as you're watching this, it's like where you're like, well, this doesn't seem possible. Like, I don't have an idea, or there's no love interest, or it's almost asking you to like speak something into existence here and align your energy. So remember, you know, from a frequency standpoint, the frequency that we're in is what we're going to be attracting. I feel like the divine is really trying to work with you. They're really trying to empower you. They're really trying to bring in this positive situation. But remember, it's also like you on your end have to be, you know, lined up with this too. And so all you have to do with this is, even with this Empress energy, is like just focus on self-healing, being happy, being in this positive, vibrant energy. And you don't do that just by like, you know, pretending nothing bad's going on. You do it by really embodying healing energy, or getting outside more, or, you know, meditating every day, or reading every day, or writing in your journal, pulling cards, like whatever you do to kind of like connect more with yourself and the divine and feel harmonious and feel balanced. I always, I've been kind of like thinking about this. So for those of you who don't know, I have a health background. I don't think most of you know that, but I have a health background, and I've been thinking about this a little bit, and I was like, I feel like from a practical sense, connecting with the divine is really about, and the vibration thing is being in harmony from a nervous system perspective, and being able to calm the nervous system. And because when we can calm the nervous system, we can rebalance the nervous system. And then we get better at like pulling ourselves back into alignment. We have that ability. A lot of us lose the ability to adapt our nervous system. This is like totally off tangent, but it's coming through for you guys. A lot of us lose the ability to adapt our nervous system. And so when we can no longer, you know, swing from like a go mode and then an off mode, we're always in go mode, right? So then we're stressed and we're rambunctious and we're go, 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 go. And so in order to connect with the divine, we have to be able to slow down. It doesn't mean that we're always in that slow state, because that wouldn't be healthy either. But the ability to adapt between the two and always be able to pull ourselves back into alignment is super important, right? So I feel like it's just like doing things that kind of like calm you, bring you down, like off of a high, you know, like we should be able to do both. And so I feel like it's just asking you to do things that help you maintain that sense of alignment and that sense of peace. So we have surrender to success. You are ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. Yeah. So this is letting go of that 3 of Swords. Okay. And I feel like you're going to do that. I don't really feel like it's this crazy wild burden. I feel like it's something you've already experienced, but I feel like this is allowing you to bring in like the abundance, the sun, the abundance, the Empress, right? This good connection, this new idea, this success that I feel like you're going to be having. But it's like, don't look back and base your future experiences on your past experiences. Yeah, surrender to trust. Trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. So with regards to even this attunement, it's like surrender and trust yourself and the divine, that you and your intuition are going to get you to where you need to be. Don't worry about what other people think, what other people, you know, what connection they want you to be in, or what job they want you to have, or what pathway when it comes to career. Some people might think this is like maybe a silly idea, but I feel like it's really going to take off, and it takes off because it's in alignment with you. It's a passion, it's a desire that you have. And so if it feels good to you and you feel empowered and it feels positive, you can make this work. And even the Fox energy is indicating like you can make this work. Strategize, think about it. If to me, it has like a practical, whatever this is, whether it's relationship, there's a practical making sense. And there's also this energy of like, there's like emotion and passion and desire at the same time. Like it's got that like masculine, feminine balance to it. And so I feel like this is about you allowing this to come into your life. Trust the divine, trust yourself, and just be confident that you're on the right path. And I feel like that's this sun, the confidence that you know justice, you made the right decision, and that you are making the right decision. To me, justice and also kind of indicates like trust, where it's like truth and trust, you know what I mean? Like it's talking about that positive energy there. And then we have grace, number 49, and we have flow. Yeah, so again, a lot more like of that feminine energy. Some of you, it's like, again, some of you are kind of like watching this, you're like, I don't see any of this stuff coming in. And I think it's that it's coming, but you have to kind of allow the flow energy, even grace, the very feminine empress energy, right? Allowing these things to come through, working through these blockages from the past, focusing on self and connecting with your higher self is going to bring in this opportunity or these opportunities. It feels like this is a group that is maybe working on trusting the process, or, you know, just letting experiences happen rather than trying to control them, right? So it's like, yeah, you might have an end goal of something that you want, but you're kind of like letting it show up as it shows up rather than trying to force a situation, right? So you could be like, okay, well, I want love. So trusting the process would be like, you know, seeing who comes into your energy, you know, just living your daily life, and you just like knowing and trusting that the person that you're meant to be with will show up for you, right? You'll meet them, you'll come across them, what's meant for you, you can't miss, right? Not trusting the process would be like trying to force someone into a relationship with you because you're like, I want a relationship, right? So, it's just kind of that different of the energy of just like letting things come forward. And I do feel like, again, there's something that's coming into your life that's you're stronger with it than you are without it. And so I feel like you can't miss it. It's like you'll come into this alignment with this person, and it's the two of you together. You're going to realize there's so much power and strength. It's like an undeniable partnership. Again, whether it's love or a creative thing, it's like an undeniable partnership that like it's just gonna click, like there's something about it. So your advice for the rest of 2022, we have healing the mother line, healing ancestral work, mother line, and growing up. So again, I just feel like this is that feminine energy, healing, working on flow for some of you. And like for me, the feminine energy is that relaxed state of the nervous system. So kind of like what I was talking about before, it's like allowing yourself to settle, allow yourself to relax. And it doesn't have to be like long periods of time. This could be just like taking 5 minutes a day or 5 minutes every couple days, like something to just like bring you back down. I do feel like you're healing a wound of some sort, or some sort of sadness or disappointment, something that didn't work out here with the Three of Swords. And I feel like that focus on healing that is actually going to help you come into this like feminine energy as well. Okay, so some of you are healing something that your ancestors have experienced, or your like maybe you've noticed, like if it's relationship issues, it's like maybe you realize like your mom has experienced these, your grandma has experienced these, you know what I mean? Like it's like in your generational like your lineage. And so it's like you're kind of breaking that karma once and for all. And I feel like that's why this like beautiful situation is coming in for you. So yeah, just keep doing the healing work. I feel like this is definitely going to come in for you. The more that you're in alignment, the more that you're going to see success, and everything starts to flow. You're going to feel better. And I just see you really in this positive energy of moving forward in a good way, and just like bringing in growth. Definitely. There's a sense of growth here with you, group number 1, that is bringing in this positive energy that's just like, it's like you can't, it's undeniable, like it'll happen. So you just have to allow, the more you kind of resist it, or the more you fight it, or the more you try to control it, the harder it might get. So just remember that when moving through these next few months, okay? So that is what I have for you, group number 1. Hopefully that resonates. Let me know down below. If not, you can check out any of the other piles. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful rest of 2022, and I will see you all in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome. If you chose this pile, you chose the heart crystal. This is going to be your reading for what you need to know for the rest of 2022. These are general, obviously, so take what resonates, leave the rest. And yeah, let's kind of see where we go. Okay, so I pulled an animal oracle, and then we're going to go through the tarot here. So we have snake, which is a circular, or makes a circle here. I am just going to look up the book. I'm not as familiar with, I need to work with this deck more. But I just don't, you know, probably because I have to look at the book all the time. Okay, so with the snake, it's giving me like a completion of some sort, or like kind of like coming full circle even. I just gotta find this, must be at the back. Oh, there it is. Okay. So we have, it says guardian of unawakened magic and creative potential. So the snake is a symbol for our highest potential. It is said that Shakti, our creative life force, lies dormant in the base of our spine in the form of a coiled snake. Regardless of whether this image rings true for you, it's well worth considering the amount of unawakened or untapped potential within. What would it look like if your life woke it up? If you woke it up, how can you stir it from its slumber? So the make haste, the snake card appears when there is no more time to waste. So you could be kind of in this back and forth energy, because it says when it's out of balance, it's starting and stopping many different things. When it's in balance, there's this prosperous, creative, charismatic energy. So there's kind of this untapped potential here, group number 2. I feel like you know this. I'm getting all the higher chakras, like from the heart chakra up. I feel like this is something that you are aware of, that there's something more out there for you, or there's something more that you can step into. There's like this potential or creative potential that you're wanting to embody, but it almost feels like you haven't grounded it yet, because it's not in the lower chakras. It's all kind of an idea, or it's up in your head, or it's in your heart space, but you have yet to kind of like express it. Okay, so let's see. We have the Queen of Pentacles, 3 of Swords. Group 1 had the 3 of Swords in a different tarot deck. We have 5 of Swords, 10 of Cups, Strength, and the Devil. Interesting. So it's good that the Strength and the Devil are here. Mainly the Strength card. It's good that that's here. So this feels like, this kind of feels like it has to do with just kind of you, like holding yourself back in some way. What I'm saying with the Strength and the Devil card, so the Strength overcomes the Devil, it resists the temptation, right? It's something that kind of like really, it just helps you overcome. It gives you that power and that control over, you know, kind of these energies that kind of keep you stuck, right? So it feels like you're overcoming the next 6 months, or the rest of 2022. It feels like you're kind of overcoming this this challenge that you've been struggling with. This like, I feel like it's this untapped potential. You have something greater to experience. You've kind of been in this 3 of Swords, Devil energy, 5 of Swords for a while here, but it's like there's this 10 of Cups that it's almost like you're protecting it with the Strength here, with the way that they have lined up. So there's this feeling of you've probably been hurt in a situation, or, you know, have felt, I don't want to say rejected, but somehow hard done by in a way with this 3 of Swords. And it's like that's been influencing how you respond to life or situations. We have Capricorn here, strong with the Queen of Pentacles and the Devil. We have Leo energy. But yeah, it's kind of this feeling of, I think you've been kind of keeping yourself stuck in some sort of a cycle or a situation. It doesn't even have to be, it could be just like a pattern. Like, it could be a mindset thing as well with this 3 and 5 of Swords, like self-sabotaging thoughts. And it could be, like I said, because of this feeling of you've been hurt before, and so you're not going to go back there. You're doing whatever you can, 5 of Swords, to not go back to being hurt. And so in that, you actually kind of like, sometimes we hold ourselves back because we, it's like, well, I'm not going to take any risk, or I'm not going to put in any effort, or I'm not going to try to improve this situation because, well, what if it doesn't work out? You know, what if I get my heart broken again? What if it doesn't work the way I want it to? Okay, so this could be with regards to relationships or something in your life, okay, because the Ten of Cups is here, so there could be some sort of like disappointment when it comes to love or relationships or family or something like that. I do feel like, though, you're overcoming this, so this feels like something you're healing. Strength in the 3 of Swords here, there's kind of this energy of like overcoming this internal wound, right? Like kind of healing this internal wound. Some of you may have like Chiron and Leo is what I'm getting is coming through. Okay, so you can like look that up, but Chiron is a placement of like needing to heal. It's like what you're here to heal in this lifetime. And so some of you may have Chiron and Leo. I feel like there's something very positive to come here with this Queen of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. Like, I feel like you're in this space of good things are coming in here for you, or, you know, there's like, the more that you nurture and heal yourself, it's like it reflects on the outside. 10 of Cups is like wish fulfillment and happiness, but like with you and other people. It's not just like a solo journey like the 9 of Cups. This would indicate that like there's happiness within you and other people around you that is I feel like that's coming in for you as you overcome. I feel like some of you also have like supportive people around you that are helping you realize that you can overcome this. Some of you could also be in a relationship and going through like this healing as well. Like you could be in a relationship and you're realizing you have some wounding that's kind of like holding you back, or some sort of like you know, maybe something that's happening even in a past relationship and it's like somehow affecting your current one because you have yet to heal it, you know. And like 5 of Swords and the Devil, 5 of Swords doesn't always have to be a bad card, but with the Devil here, it does make me feel like something's been doing everything it can, or it's just like this energy of like fear has just been doing all that it's been working real hard to keep you in this pattern, and it's a protective thing. But I do feel like you're realizing this is something that you have to work through, you are going to be overcoming and working through, because there's like untapped potential here. There's something that you have yet to step fully into. And it's like you're realizing you're being held back somehow. So super interesting energy there. But I do see you working through it with the strength, so that's a positive thing. So let's pull some cards. We have Scorpio, the animal, and we have Aquarius. Interesting. So Scorpio is kind of like that death and rebirth transformation type of energy. I feel like there's, and it can kind of be that like obsessive kind of not great patterns. Like we can kind of get stuck in a bit of a dark place with Scorpio energy. It can kind of be either way, right? And so I feel like that could be a little bit of like you transmuting this kind of challenge that you're going through, that's very deep, but I also feel like it's going to be very regenerative for you. It's going to break you free with this Aquarian energy. Aquarian energy is very like, I'm gonna do whatever I want kind of energy, and like yes, you're more connected with people, or you can be kind of solo, or you can be more connected. I feel like you're connecting with people though. But you're being your authentic self. You're no longer held back by whatever this is. It feels like you're transmuting this, this energy, breaking free of it, and just like, even with this Leo energy, like being yourself, right? Being totally immersed in who you are, and that's also reflecting in your relationships, because these are opposite energies, Leo and Aquarius. So there's kind of this, like, you still are going to have this edgy vibe to you with the Aquarian and the Scorpio energy. You know, something that's unique, something that's different. It's a little rough around the edges, in a good way, because you're like there's like a sense of boldness to you, but it's like you're breaking free of this restriction, breaking free of this feeling of being stuck and confined by a situation, like it's like you're no longer identifying with something, you're just being you. So I like that energy. We have Lemurian seed codes: embrace sensitivity, uniqueness, living with grace. Yeah, so again, there's kind of that energy of being unique, right? Being yourself, stepping into your own powerful energy. Again, I just feel like you're not being confined by this energy. I do feel like you're kind of softening a little bit with this 10 of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. That could be a little bit too, like maybe this block was to let love in, right? Or just let compassion and just healing energy in. And it's almost like you are, it's like you're finally opening yourself up to it, because you're healing your heart with this Strength card. Leo is an energy that like definitely comes from the heart, you know? So it's like very, it's very, I guess, positive, you could say, in that regard, where it's like you're allowing yourself to work from your heart space rather than be confined in it. But it also doesn't mean that you're just accepting anything. There's a sense of you guys being bold in your own nature, you know? Being your unique self. I feel like, okay, so for some of you, Lemurian quartz, a crystal, I don't even know if that's an actual crystal, but it's coming through. So I don't know if you have that, or if you have it, I would say work with it. That's coming through for some of you. But yeah, I just feel like you're softening, you're opening yourself up. You're no longer being confined and restricted. There's this kind of like radical change, but it's like you're actually stepping into this like unique aspect of yourself, like embracing your shadow self is kind of what it feels like. So then we have surrender to the beauty of the natural world. Take a relaxing break and spend time in nature. Replenish yourself by feeling the beauty and ecstasy there. So some of you need to connect more with nature. Even connecting with crystals would be beneficial in that regard. Again, I just feel like this is about feeling your natural beauty, like your uniqueness, your natural beauty, the way that you naturally are. I would say grounding your energy with this Queen of Pentacles would be really beneficial for you, getting outside, maybe being by water if you're by water, or if it's like, you know, depends if it's like hot or not where you are, but just getting out into the actual physical world to connect with the earth will be really grounding for you. But it's really about like coming back home to yourself. There's something, again, like I've been saying, that you're healing that's been blocking you from being your true authentic self. And you're finally transmuting that. You're finally going to be breaking free of this kind of barrier that you've been experiencing. It's like you're softening. I keep getting that. You're softening. Okay, so some of you could have had a very rigid, rough, kind of like bold, intense kind of like exterior or barrier to you, like in your personality, where you would kind of like block things out and you just immediately go on the defense. I feel like you're healing that. It's like someone who pretends they're really tough, or tries to show the world that they're really tough because they don't want anyone hurting them. They don't want anyone, like, you know, they don't want anything bad to happen. So they kind of put up this this tough exterior, but then in that they kind of push people away. You know what I mean? So somehow that's showing up in your life. But I feel like, again, strength and the devil, you're definitely working through that. We have gratitude. There's definitely something with your higher chakras. I'm noticing like all this purple. Okay, so I feel like you're opening up your heart space, this green. You're opening up your heart center. And even this Queen of Pentacles, I don't know if you can see, but she's holding this little like ball or something right at her heart space. So I feel like your heart space is opening, and I feel like connecting to nature or anything green, wearing green will be beneficial for you. You're coming into your power with your solar plexus energy here, but there's kind of this like intuitive upper chakra, like there's a knowing, and even Scorpio can be very intuitive, right? So there's like this knowing that you are meant for something more or meant to have more. And I think you're realizing that you have to work through this energy because it's holding you back. There's a lot of purple here. So even just working on like gratitude or being more grateful, or, you know, working maybe through a gratitude journal or something like that, for, you know, coming up with some sort of like a practice to kind of, again, like connect you, ground you, bring you back down into self, whatever that is and however that works for you, because it's going to be different for all of you of what you would be interested in doing or wanting to do. But it's like fully embracing you. Shadow work is going to be big for you guys, I feel like. And then your advice, we have codes of the seeds. That's so interesting because we have seed codes and then we have codes of the seeds. We have the blueprint is within you. Take the next step. Yeah, I feel like this is you taking the next step. Or if you're not, you will be, or you need to be, right? You are meant to have or be a certain way. Okay, the blueprint is within you. It's like embracing the blueprint is what I'm getting. This feels like deep kind of shadow work. Just working through an aspect of yourself that is challenging, is tough, and maybe you do have this like really bold, tough exterior, and it's like about embracing it rather than like getting rid of it, you know? It just feels like this is a group that maybe has shied away from who they truly are and can have kept a protective wall up. And so now it's like about letting that wall down so you can fully tap into your potential, because this success and this potential, it's already within you. It's something that you have. It's something that you have, and it's now time to take the next step. It feels like you're going to be kind of in this cocoon, maybe really working on yourself until you're ready to be birthed into the world, or until you're ready to like boldly kind of be yourself. And when you're ready to kind of show the world the real you, or show the world who you authentically are, or you're just feeling more confident that you can kind of put yourself out there. I'm also noticing her hair looks like roots, and I'm getting this like, again, this grounding energy, like needing to ground your energy, especially with like a lot of this higher chakra stuff coming up. I feel like maybe your lower chakras need some work if you're into that. And even the snake is like this grounding energy, right? It's an earth energy. So that's pretty much what I have for you guys. I feel like this is about you, you know, being bold and courageous and moving forward just in your life generally. This is a very kind of more generalized reading in that regard, but it's about healing something within you. Different than group one. Group one was more about like relationships and partnerships and things coming into their life. So this feels like more of a healing journey for the rest of 2022. And I feel like you're gonna be able to kind of boldly step into who you are, which is always going to bring in more opportunities for us. And I feel like it's going to bring in a lot of happiness for you as well with this 10 of Cups here. You're going to feel a lot better in your environment and your world. So that is what I have for you, group 2. Hopefully that resonates for you. If not, you can check out any of the other piles. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye. Hi, pile number 3, welcome. If you chose this pile, you chose the moon crystal. This is going to be your reading for what you need to know for the rest of 2022, or what's going on for the rest of 2022. I have pulled some oracles and some tarot. We're going to look at the animal oracle and the tarot first, and then we'll get into the rest of it. So take what resonates, obviously leave the rest, and we'll see where we go. So we have Firefly for you, group 3. So this is, I believe, air energy. So there's kind of this feeling of like, it gives me fire energy though too, because it gives me like Ace of Wands vibes. So Firefly is an energy of a bright light or a sense of inspiration, okay, that comes in or can come in for you. And but it can also, it burns out very quick. It's not very long lasting, okay? So there's a sense of like you having inspiration or ideas even for the rest of 2022, but if you don't act on them, it's like they'll kind of disappear or you'll forget about them, you know what I mean? So I would say if you have any sort of like ideas or inspiration or thoughts that you would like to, you know, maybe take part in, write them down. It might be beneficial because I can see them kind of like leaving your mind and you forget about them. But the other thing is that this is also too, it's like, I feel like you might have like opportunities that come in, but if you aren't paying attention and you don't notice them, it's like they're going to kind of disappear or they're going to go away, or you just might, not that you're going to fully lose the opportunity, but it's like you might miss them in that instance and they may not be available like later on. So I feel like paying attention. The Firefly can also talk about burnout. So in its opposite energy, it can be also feeling a little bit burnt out or a little bit dull or dim. So paying attention to your energy levels as well will be important. I feel like potentially you could be feeling like you have moments of a lot of creativity and a lot of inspiration, and then you have moments of not feeling that way. So it's just like allow yourself to kind of go through those ebbs and flows. So let's see what's going on for the tarot here. We have the Queen of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Justice, Knight of Coins, and the Five of Cups. Okay. Yeah, so I feel like you could be connecting with someone or collaborating. Queen of Wands, Three of Coins, Queen of Swords. I do feel like things are kind of moving at a slower pace though, Knight of Coins, and that might be kind of disappointing to you, or I don't know, it's like maybe something's kind of just like really taking its time here. Time to build, it's taking time to build. Some of you could also, like I feel like there's a partnership of some sort with Justice here. Or because for some of you, I'm getting that this partnership is more of like a mentorship or someone who you are collaborating with, but that like you're learning or they're learning, one of the two. It's like one of you is learning from the other person. Three of Pentacles talks about like, you know, gaining skills or working on our skills, getting recognized for our skills. So I don't know, I feel like it's maybe not going as planned. And this could be a little bit of that Firefly energy where it's like there's good times and like not so good times, like faster moving times, slower moving times. If you're not in a partnership or getting something to work, this also could be your energy. And there's kind of, again, there's this creative Queen of Wands energy, and it's interesting because I don't know if you guys, these cards are really light, but the little like kind of thing around her head here, the little spark of illumination, reminds me of this, right? So there's kind of this, you might have sparks of creative energies and trying to put things out there, but maybe you have like, you might feel like you're maybe not being recognized, or the recognition is coming slowly. It's not happening fast enough. Sorry about my dog. So it's like, there's a sense of disappointment with this because it's like not going the way you planned, Queen of Swords, like the way you thought something was going to go. Now, with that being said, I feel like with the Knight of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, it's like keep working though, keep harnessing your skills, sticking to the plan. I feel like things are going to work out. I just feel like this Five of Cups is like a blip on the radar, or again, you go through these like highs and lows of this like Firefly energy where you're kind of like inspired one minute and then like feeling kind of deflated and dull the next. So there might be kind of this like hot and cold energy a little bit to you. Okay. I also feel like if there's anyone dimming your inspiration, like don't let that person Like if anyone's kind of like knocking what you're trying to build, or because I kind of feel like this Queen of Swords, Five of Cups could be a Debbie Downer. So if you've got someone who's kind of like, you know, making you feel like your inspirations aren't good ideas, or what you have to offer, what you want to offer is not good, or what you want to work on, or creative things that you want to build, if they make you feel like unrecognized, don't pay attention to those people. Because I actually feel like with this Justice, all is going to work out for you here. Justice talks about like something working in your favor and harmonizing. I just feel like it's going to take some time with that Knight of Coins. It's not like it's not going to work, but it might be more of a slower process. So I see you like working and building something for the rest of 2022, or just like even working a skill or learning a skill. But it's almost like it's not going to be fully completed, I don't think, by the end of 2022. Like this is something that's going to like take some time. So don't let like this Five of Cups energy, don't let that like hold you back. Okay, whether that's coming from an internal space or whether that's coming from an external space of like someone around you who is kind of like, again, just kind of like dampening your vibe. Now with regards to love, I feel like there could be a person, but it's like kind of the same sort of vibe. Like this person has maybe been hurt in the past, and so they're kind of like got this, you've kind of got this like person who's a little hot and cold, a little in and out, or a little like into it one moment and then not into it the next. Again, I feel like this is something, it doesn't have anything to do with you, I don't think. I think it's their experience. They have a little bit of a cold exterior. They could be an air sign with Justice and the Queen of Swords. I do feel like you're going to be getting to know each other, but it's going to be slow. It's going to be a little bit of a slow burner. I do feel like there's a lot of attraction with the Firefly. Like I feel like there's a lot of chemistry, but I also feel like, again, there's like this hot and cold vibe. So you might kind of go through this like up and down energy with this person, or they might be kind of an up and down energy person where they're like really, you know, excited to hang out with you and chatty one moment, and then like the next moment they're not. And I feel like it's more of their energy ebbs and flows versus like you, like it has nothing to do with you. So I feel like it's a matter of working on this partnership. Okay, again, it's going to take some time. You have to decide, obviously, if that's what you want to deal with. That's up to you. It doesn't really feel bad. I actually feel like this is just this person, and they're like, they might be kind of moody is what I'm getting. Like they're kind of just like hot and cold with their energy. And so it's kind of like, you know, maybe not knowing what you're dealing with until you kind of start communicating with that person and seeing where they're at. Okay, but I do see you like, it'll be a bit of a slow burner, this connection. So I don't know if they're going through something in their life with this Five of Cups, but it feels like they're a little, yeah, just like moody is probably the best word. So we have Sun with being. So the Sun is Leo energy. I feel like you're shining very brightly. Like I feel like this is a group that, like we've got Libra energy here. We've got fire sign energy, Leo specifically, Leo and Libra. So again, I feel like there's a lot of attraction between you and this person. I also feel like, again, there's like this creative energy. So like you might have sparks of inspiration, sparks of creativity that are coming through you. You're shining very brightly. And there's a lot of excitement that I feel like you have towards certain things in your life. There's a lot of passion, a lot of excitement. You're very like into what you're doing. And again, it's about taking action when these things come up, right? The Sun is a masculine energy. So it's about taking action when these things come up. You may also be inspired to do fun things. Like you may be inspired to kind of like let your creativity and stuff shine, and also just like do fun things, or connect more with yourself and doing, again, fun things that you maybe used to do as a child, or you know, kind of that Leo energy of just like fun and laughter and just enjoying life. It's a very positive energy. Also can be masculine energy. So again, if you guys are dealing with a partnership, there's definitely kind of that like divine masculine energy here. We have Soul Star activation, fulfilling soul contracts, remembering who you are. So I feel like this is, again, like stepping into something that's meant for you. Some of you have a soul contract with this person. If this is love, like you have something within this relationship, like you're meant to kind of be connected to this person for a reason, whether that's just to fulfill a contract where, you know, that can be a temporary thing or it can be long-term. It depends. But I also feel like there's a sense of you really stepping into who you are with this sun energy. Like you're fulfilling your path. So again, anything that you're drawn to create or step into or learn a skill, don't let other people tell you otherwise, because I feel like you know exactly what's best for you. And intuitively, you're getting these like creative hits or these creative ideas to push you in a certain direction here. And I feel like it's meant for you with this justice. It's like your karma, you know? We have surrender to silence. In quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. So it's giving me like Four of Swords vibes. Some of you, this is going to help you remain positive. Remember how I was getting this firefly, the opposite energy of it, or the shadow aspect of it is like feeling burnt out, or feeling dim, or like you've lost your spark. So in order to keep the spark alive, I feel like taking time for yourself is going to be important. I feel like this surrender to silence is like literally, if some of you want to meditate or contemplate or enter stillness, definitely do that. I also just feel like it's maybe just taking a break from your everyday life. It could be taking a break from social media. Sometimes that can be silence, right? Turning our phones off, turning our computers off, whatever. But I feel like just remembering to take breaks when you need them so that you can keep this inspiration train rolling. Okay, when we hit burnout, the inspiration kind of stops and it kind of dulls, and we can enter this like Five of Cups moody energy, right? So again, if it's on a personal level, it's like just making sure that you're taking the time that you need and not, you know, burning yourself out, because it's easy when we're inspired and we're feeling that energy to burn ourselves out quicker than we want to be, right? It's easy to follow the inspiration and the passion that sometimes comes through. We have hummingbird spirit with joy, number 22, so a master number there. And we have patience, number 18, with foggy bog. I always think that's so funny. It's like such a funny card. Number 18, which breaks down to a 9. So have patience. I feel like this is giving me like 9 of Wands energy. Like you're almost there. Have patience. Again, Knight of Pentacles, like things could be happening a little slower than you want them to, and it could be this inspiration that's like wanting you to push and drive forward. So just really kind of embracing the experience, the opportunity. I feel like, again, there's happiness, sun and the joy card. There's good things, happiness coming towards you. Again, I feel like even the justice, I put it over the justice. So it's like things are going to work out for you. Things are going to harmonize. Things are going to work out. Things are going to rebalance themselves. You just have to be patient. And again, that justice card talks about balance within. So again, that needing to surrender to silence and just kind of like be, you know, take your breaks when you need them to keep this joy alive, you know? But be patient, because I feel like things are taking their time. They're not just going to happen overnight, okay? Whatever you're trying to work on or whatever you're working through, if it's like a relationship thing, things are going to take its time, but I feel like you are going to have positive experiences through the next end of the 2022 and moving forward. I actually feel like this, like, it just might feel slow for some reason. Like, it's not like you're not enjoying it, but it's just going slower than you want it to. And again, there's kind of this moodiness, whether it's on your part or someone else's part. Okay, so just kind of keep that in mind. Now, your advice for 2022, or the rest of 2022, we have after the rain, silver lining, relief, hope, mercy, it's over, and acceptance. Yeah, this is like the sun is shining after the rain, you know? Like, again, like kind of what I was saying, everything's going to work out for you. But it's remembering that. Like, there's always a rainbow after the rain. You know what I mean? Like, there's always that, like, after the challenging times, the struggle, it doesn't feel like a crazy struggle. It almost just feels more like you want something, like I said, to work a little bit faster. Some of you could get some good news during these next few months of the year that bring a sense of hope or relief. But I also feel like it's like the advice is realize that what you're going through isn't going to last. It's like the struggle isn't going to last. There's always going to be a relief point or like a pressure. I'm getting like the image of like a pressure valve, like releasing the valve, and it like releases the pressure. So you might feel like you feel really restricted or pressured right now or the rest of 2022, and it's just like remembering that like there's always going to be that release at some point to release the valve, and you're going to feel so much better. But it's like having to be patient for that moment. Okay, so that's pretty much what I have for you, group 3. Hopefully that resonates. Let me know down below. If not, you can check out any of the other piles. They were all kind of different in their own little way. Actually, they were all pretty different. I would say that yours was kind of a mixture of both, where like group 2 was definitely more of like a solo journey, not so much like a love situation. Group 1 was definitely like a love partnership situation. Yours is kind of like, it could be either way. But yeah, that's pretty much what I have for you guys. So hopefully that resonates. Let me know down below. If not, you can check out any of the other piles like I was saying. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.